Kennedy, Japan called for retribution against the journalist. According to the prosecution, while Kranton admitted to knowing Swale, visiting Kennedy, Japan and taking photos with Swale, he denied selling any photographs to anyone. The prosecution further alleged that Daniel Kranton fled to the United Kingdom in 2019 after declining multiple police invitations. He later returned to Ghana and was arrested in Amasaman on March 15, 2025, following intelligence reports. Lawyer for Kranton, Kofi Esel Hackman, however, dismissed the assertions of the prosecution, describing them as shambolic. Presiding Judge Nakote, after hearing both parties, remanded the accused person and adjourned the case to April 1. Lawyer Kofi Esel Hackman maintained that their client is innocent.
Yes, what transpired is that the police hurriedly put a charge sheet together. A charge sheet on an offense of murder. First, we're talking about abatement. Today, we sprung up with a surprise charge sheet with one count of murder. And they prayed the court to remand our client. We have nothing on our client. It's just a multitude of suspicions and allegations and hearsays that have been put together. And the law never personalized any evidence. It is just for someone's career to shoot up. And someone has to go down. And that's what they are doing. It's just mere witch hunting.
To enhance climate innovation and improve sanitation and waste management in the Greater Accra region, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly AMA has launched Phase 2 of the Youth Climate Action Fund. The project launch brought together students, youth organizations and traditional leaders to explore more sustainable approaches to tackle climate change.
Evident in coastal erosion and agricultural disruptions. To combat these challenges, it is crucial to harness the creativity of young minds through innovative ideas and solutions that can support resilience and sustainability. At the launch of the Youth Climate Action Fund, the director of the Waste Management Department at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly emphasized the importance of the project.
We are doing this program for the youth to go through their various disciplines that they are studying and come together with innovative ideas, think outside the box, and see what they can do to help this cause through recycling, through energy tapping, through various means of making sure that we have a paradigm shift in the way we manage our sanitation and waste management across the city of Accra.
Maxwell, a beneficiary from Phase 1 of the Youth Climate Action Fund, shared his experience about the initiative.
Last year, fortunately, my team qualified for the Accra Youth Climate Action Fund, where we applied, and out of the over 60 people that applied, my team got selected. Fortunately, we received $2,000 to implement a project titled the Youth Eco Power Project. We were able to educate and empower over 123 people who we trained them to become ambassadors.
Present at the launch was the renowned singer and climate activist Ochame Kwame, who offered advice to the youth on innovative climate ideas for the project.
I'm talking to young people about the need for the innovation and in which industries or in which areas. So I spoke to them about in agriculture, and they can also go into collaborations. They can go into advocacy, use music, social media, whatever that they want. They can take tanks, car parts that are broken, thrown away, and turn it into artistic, functional things like beautiful chairs. So I'm telling them that they shouldn't be afraid when they hear climate innovation. They are thinking maybe they need to create a certain machinery. No, they must look at the little things around us and find ways of reusing them and adapting them into a society in such a way that it will mitigate the problem.
Safwa Boyni, TV3 News, Accra.
Well, before you part company, Deputy Minister for Works, Housing and Water Resources says although the devastating impact of illegal mining on water bodies has left Ghana in crisis, government will continue to provide clean drinking water for all. Speaking at the 2025 Beyond the Pipe Forum in Accra, Gisela Tete Agbotui expressed confidence in the newly commissioned 400 water guards in restoring sanity within the ecosystem.
Ghana is racing behind time to meet Sustainable Development Goal 6, which borders on clean water and sanitation. Efforts have been thwarted by the devastating impact of illegal mining, posing threat to sources of water for millions of Ghanaians. But the sector minister is confident the newly commissioned water guards will help in ensuring sanity.
The headwaters of our river systems have to be densified, let me put it that way. The headwaters of a river system is where the water source actually starts from. So we are literally going back to basics. As we are trying to tackle the contamination of the water, also trying to tackle making sure that the headwaters are being treated right. The buffer zones and all are being covered.
Speaking at the 2025 Beyond the Pipe Forum in Accra, Deputy Minister for Works, Housing and Water Resources, Gisela Tete Agbotui, who read a speech on behalf of the sector minister, implored water institutions not to work in silos but create synergies to maximize benefits.
Sometimes there will be overlaps because, and that's why I talk about the synergies. And it's just very critical that at this point, with about 5 years to go to the timeline that we have set for ourselves globally as the Sustainable Development Goals, it's just important that we need to look at some of these things and make sure that our investments are very critical and are directed basically in the right direction.
Save Water Network aspires to innovate for sustainable water access.
We're also working to make inroads with Ghana Water Company. The new water policy that we are pushing to get into effect delineates areas that each of us can operate in. You go and set up a water station, it's functioning, and then the community members will go and see an MP or somebody else to also come and establish a water station there. It duplicates capital, it duplicates effort.
The insight, ideas shared every year at the forum, continues to shape the service delivery of Safe Water Network, mainly guiding partnerships with government and non-state actors.
Well, that's how we end the morning news today. For more news updates, just log on to our website. It's 3news.com. My colleagues are standing by. I see Cookie and I see Willan Walker standing by. Thanks for watching. It's always a pleasure coming your way. Have a good morning.
When the sun rises, there is hope. While this hope lingers on, the citizens look up to the government, the economy, the national development agenda, and everything in between.
On Ghana Tonight, it's our utmost priority to bring you insightful conversations on the economy, break down the biggest issues while setting the agenda for transformation and national development. The big and important stories are treated from the human interest angle, while the facts and the figures are painted with precision. So now, let's cut the convention and start the conversation here on Ghana Tonight. I am your host, Alfred Okamsi.
Ghana Tonight. Shows Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. on TV3. Brought to you by
Flamingo Paint. Superior durability, superior hiding, superior coverage, simply superior.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste.
This is Key Points, the #1 award-winning television news analysis program, providing an enlightened analysis of the key issues facing us as a country.